All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the session on the annuities. So, we will cover in this annuity product series the four products, that is fixed annuity, fixed index annuity, then variable annuity, and in the end, we will do index variable annuity. Index variable annuity is also known as registered index linked annuity, or we call it RILA. So, you must have heard these words in the industry as well. So today we will cover about the fixed annuity. So now the basic question is that what is annuity? So basically it provides a stream of payments made out on a periodic basis. That is what the meaning of annuity is primarily. Okay. Before we jump on to the concept of fixed annuity, you have to understand about how can I divide the annuities into two sections if I have to. So I will say like annuity is basically divided into two sections. That is immediate annuity, right, and immediate and the deferred annuity. So when we say immediate annuity, it simply means where the income streams will begin immediately upon the payment of a first premium. But in case of a deferred annuity, we are saying that income will be provided later on. And that income can be provided in the form of lump sum as well. For example, like you are paying a premium amount for a specific number of years, let's say from age 40 to age 65. Then you have an option whether you want to get that sum of money that has been accumulated or generated as a lump sum or as an annuity for the future years. So it's all up to you. So now this is majorly about the deferred annuity. Now in this deferred annuity, we can say, okay, there are four major types that we call fixed annuity, fixed index. So this is FA, this is FIA, this is VA, and this is IVA. So that is what we are talking about, the immediate and the deferred annuity. So what happened is that there are two phases. Okay, one is the accumulation phase and one is the income phase. So for example, this is the timeline of the age of a person, and over here the age of a person is, let's say, 40 years. Okay, and over here the age of a person is 65 years. So we are saying, let's say the person bought any kind of annuity. I'm not going into the fixed annuity, just normally speaking, that person bought a annuity product and he is keep on paying premium from age 40 to age 65, and then from age 65 he is going to receive the annuity, let's say, for lifetime, as long as he is alive. So the period from age 40 to age 65 is known as the accumulation phase. Okay, we call it the accumulation phase. And then the period from age 65 onwards, where the contract holder, the policy holder, is going to receive the money, that phase is known as, some call it the payout phase, some call it the income phase, some call it the distribution phase. So whatever they want to say. So these are some of the various names that will be given. Majorly in all these four annuities, we are going to keep our focus on the accumulation phase. That how basically your fund is going to grow, whether it will be at a fixed rate, whether it will be at a variable rate. If it is at a variable rate, then what kind of variability are we considering, whether it is the stock index or it consists of a bunch of investment baskets which contains a different assets, for example stocks, bonds, money market, simple cash, whatever, all these things, or is it any kind of a hybrid nature? So we are going to consider all of these things in detail in the entire annuity series. Okay, so with this, let's begin and start with the concept of fixed annuity we're talking about. So if you see over here, even in this photo as well, here we are saying that the fund will grow at a fixed rate. Okay, so remember, as I said, that we are talking about the accumulation phase. The person bought a fixed annuity at the age of 40, and then from age 65 onwards he is going to receive the money. The money that he is going to receive, he has an option whether he wants a lump sum at that point of time, or he wants the amount in a form of annuity for the future years. So our focus is on the accumulation side we're talking about. So let's read some of the things about fixed annuity and let's talk about that. So forget about the first line for now. So first of all, let's try to understand what happened in case of fixed. What happened is that you can pay either a single premium or you can pay the payments for a number of years between age 40 to age 65. Whatever the money that you will pay, that money is going to accumulate at a fixed rate of return. Okay, at a fixed rate of return. For example, the insurance company will say that, okay bro, I am going to give you 2% per annum on the value that exists at the specific point of time, right? You pay $100, and then at the end of the year the accumulated value of that $100 will be 102. Next year you paid $100 more, so the beginning of the period value will be 202. So then the accumulation will be based on that 202 balance that will be at the guaranteed rate of return, that will be your 202 into 1.02. So we are saying that we will be providing you with the guaranteed rate over here. Okay, like time period, uh, premium paid, uh, value at the beginning of the period, interest accumulation, value at the end of the period. Like at time zero, the person paid $100 as a premium. So the beginning of the period value will be 100. Interest accumulation is this into 1.02. Like I will put, this is the guaranteed rate of return. Guaranteed rate of return, let's say, right? So I will do like this. This into 1 plus, is it? That's how I can get this value. Next year, what will happen? Let's say the premium paid is same. Now the beginning of the period value will be this new premium that I receive and the ending value. Then the interest accumulation on this one, and then the total balance. So you see, this balance will keep on increasing. Or so this is a form of a regular premium, and it can be in the form of a single premium as well. Let's say the person is saying that, okay, I will just pay, let's say, 100,000 at the age of 40. Okay, so what will be my balance at the age of 65? 100 is being paid, then interest accumulation on basically we are simply saying that, wait a second, end of the period value will be this into 1 plus this balance, right? This will be the value at the end of the period. Now this balance is keep on accumulating every year, 1 plus this. So we know, so what we are trying to say over here is that your cash flows, okay, from the policyholder perspective, are pretty much fixed over here. We are simply saying that whatever be the premium that you will be paying, you are going to get a fixed rate of accumulation on that value. And then you will always know what will be the balance that exists at the end of your accumulation phase. If you pay 100,000 over here, that will be 167,342. So now it is up to you. When I say you, I mean the policy holder. It is up to you as a policy holder What do you want with this much amount of money? Do you want this amount as a lump sum, or do you want this amount in the form of an annuity that will be paid, let's say, for the next 10 years, for the rest of your lifetime, or for the rest of your lifetime with the caveat or a condition that it will be paid guaranteedly for the next 10 year at least, which simply means that if a person is going to die within the next 10 years of the income phase, it doesn't matter, the amount will still be paid out. Okay, so that is what we are trying to say in case of a fixed annuity over here. Because people think that okay, fixed annuity is such a simple thing, but believe me, people usually get confused about the concept of fixed annuity, and they focus on the income phase, okay, which is not true at all. Okay, so for example, I remember when like one of my friend give an interview in a Bermuda based company, and they asked just a simple question about what is fixed annuity, and that person was just keep on saying about the things that they have read in their books about the annuity, that okay, annuity is a series of payment. Fixed annuity means when you are going to receive the level premium amounts, sorry, level annuity amount for your the remaining lifetime. This is not true at all. Fixed annuity over here means that you are going to get the fixed rate of accumulation on the balance that exists. That is what the meaning of fixed annuity is. Okay, now let's take a look at a lot of features of the fixed annuity. So it is a tax deferred financial tool that provides a guaranteed rate of interest for a specified period of time and a principal protection. Simply concept, because I am saying that as an insurer, I am going to provide you with a guaranteed rate of return. So obviously there will be a principal protection over here, and it is mentioned tax deferred financial tool. So what happen is, if you see in this example, this interest is being accumulated, right? This interest is being accumulated. So when this accumulation is occurring, the government is not going to apply the taxes at these accumulation stages. But when you start withdrawing your balance, so when you start withdrawing your balance, the taxes will be applied at that point of time. That is what it is mentioned, that it is tax deferred financial tool, that the tax that should have been applied over there at the time of accumulation of your balance, this tax has been deferred and will be applied at this and forward stage. Next line, it offers low rate of return and it may not outpace the inflation, which makes sense, right? If the insurer is going to provide you some kind of guaranteed rate of accumulation, so obviously insurer will have to keep a margin within that as well. So the insurer will try his best to ensure that they will provide you the lowest rate of return, because he has to cover his profit margins as well. So that is what we are trying to say. Because simple concept is, if no risk, no return, less risk, less return, more risk, more return. So as a policy holder, this is just basically a low risk for you, right? So if there is a low risk, then there will be a low return. So why I am saying low risk rather than no risk? Because risk will always exist. What will happen if the insurer is going to default? So that is some kind of a risk for a policy holder. Otherwise, there is not any kind of risk. Make sense? Moving forward, so with fixed interest rate, you know in advance how much your annuity will grow and how much income will be paid out. And we know that my annuity is going to grow, and the value at the age of 65 will be 167342. Pretty simple, right? At the end of age 65. Tax deferred. So basically, taxes will not be deducted when the annuity corpus is growing, but when you receive it, it is subject to income tax. We covered that. They also offer standard death benefit to the beneficiary if the policyholder passes away before the payout phase begin. Basically, if the policyholder is going to die between the age of 40 to 65 during the accumulation phase, the death benefit can also be provided. Next thing, you can fund your fixed annuity via lump sum or a flexible premium. Same thing that we discussed, you can pay 100 or whatever basically, or you want to just pay in a one shot, that is $100,000 or whatever be the amount. It is just an example. Next is during the payout phase, basically from age 65 onwards. You can get a lifetime payout, we discussed, or you can get a lump sum at the age of 65, or you can get the annuity for a certain period of time. So these things are now basically depend upon a policy holder, what exactly he wants to do with that much amount of money, right? So when the insurer receives the money, basically when the insurer receives the premium from the policy holder, they put this much amount of money into a general account, and then they invest this much amount of money in the government securities or a high quality, or we can say double A or triple A rated corporate bonds, which makes sense. Like if I am if as an insurer I am giving you 2% rate of return, then technically I should have been earning some kind of 3 4% of return by myself, and I am paying 2% to you and keeping 2% to myself as a profit margin, or I have to cover my own maintenance expenses and overhead expenses, you can say, right? So how can I achieve that much amount of money? I'm going to invest as an insurer. I am going to invest your premium amount in the government securities, and then using that much amount of money, whatever I will get, I will deduct my expenses, profit margins, and will pay you the guaranteed rate of return. Simple thing. Commission to be paid on a fixed index annuity. Okay, this should be fixed annuity. The commission that will be paid on a fixed annuity product will be 1% to 3%. Basically, when the distributor is going to sell that product to a policy holder, to the customer, you can say, so the commission that will be paid out to that distributor by the insurer will be between 1% to 3%. And like in practice also, like in reality, some more things that I observed is the concept of MIGA means multi-year guaranteed annuity. So what we are saying is some fixed annuities such as MIGA, multi-year guaranteed annuity, lock in the same rate for your entire contract lifetime. Others may adjust the interest rate after certain time. So what I'm trying to say is that the insurer can say that okay, I am going to provide you with the guaranteed rate of return of a 2% for the first 10 years. But I will have to revise this guarantee after that point of time for the remaining 10 years or 15 years, whatever. So that is what we are trying to say, that in case of a MIGA, multi-year guaranteed annuity, the insurer is going to give you the lock-in rate for your entire contract lifetime. Basically, this example you can consider it like a MIGA. But again, it there can be variability within that. So what we are trying to say is that there are adjustments, there are various features as an insurer you can put in your annuity, but the basic crux of fixed annuity should not be should not get changed, which is basically that during the accumulation phase you are going to get a fixed rate of return. Your account value balance not dependent on market returns, basically stock market returns and all these things. That is what we are trying to say. Okay, these are the major things, and you can say that okay, it is a tax deferred tool. I mean, all the annuities are tax deferred tools technically. Okay, and it offers low rate of return and offers you the full principal protection. All right, so these are the basic things, and I have covered in a much detail over here with these features, because people do get confused and they don't even know what is fixed annuity. They simply say that okay, the annuity where I will receive, let's say, $100 as a level annuity for the remaining lifetime, this is known as fixed annuity, so which is not correct at all. Okay, so this is what the meaning of fixed annuity is. So I hope you all enjoyed this session. I will see you in the next one, and you can check out my other courses on actuarysense.com, that is Python basics to advance and the SQL basics to advance. Okay. With this, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.